Welcome back, and let's continue doing more examples on this topic of sums so that you may be fully equipped with different problems which are asked from this topic. Now here I've got another question which says that without using a calculator or mathematical tables, express root 3 over 1 minus cos 30 degrees in sum form and simplify. Now, this problem we have for this root 3 over 1 minus cos 30 degrees. Here we have got a trigonometric ratio, which is cosine. So, in this case now, how do you first of all express this in sum form? Now, you remember this from rectangle triangle, whereby we have got this rectangle triangle. Then come up with trigonometric ratio. If this is 90 degrees and this is 1, this is equal to this, 1 unit, then this one should be this one should be 45 degrees, this one should be 45 degrees. Then the hypotenuse here, this is the hypotenuse, should be 1 squared plus 1 squared, this one should be the square root of 2. So you can get a trigonometric ratio. You can use this formula here, SOHCAHTOA, whereby we have got sin 45 is the same as opposite over hypotenuse. So this one should be equals to sin 45 will be, what is our opposite? Our opposite is 1 over root 2. So sin 45 is the same as 1 over root 2. Then you go to cos 45 degrees, should be equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. What is our adjacent? Our adjacent is 1 over hypotenuse is root 2. So cos 45 is the same as 1 over root 2. And then we have got tan 45 degrees, which will be equals to opposite over adjacent, which is equals to 1 over 1, which is equals to 1. So if you press tan 45, it will give you 1. Then we have got this here, whereby we have got this is 60 degrees, this is 30 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. So this is 1, this is 2 unit. Then the opposite, this height here should be the same as 2 squared minus 1 squared, which is root 3. Root 3. If you take an isosceles triangle, it's just that I've cut it into half. So you realize that if you want to come up with a very trigonometric ratio, sin 60, now you're using sin 60, then it is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So that means sin 60, the sine of 60 degrees, this one will be your opposite, and this will be your hypotenuse, this will be your adjacent. So if you're dealing with this angle, what will be our opposite? Our opposite will be root 3 over 2. Then what is sin that? Let's finish up. Sin that degrees. It will be, if now this is the angle we are looking for, it will be again opposite over hypotenuse. So it will be equals to, if this is now our 30 degrees, sin that degrees, this will be our opposite, this now will be our adjacent. So it will be 1 over 2. That is it. Now let's go to cos. Cos 60 degrees, we shall have what? Cos is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. So what is cos 60 degrees? Adjacent will be 1 over hypotenuse is 2. About cos 30 degrees, cos 30 degrees will be, then this will change. If you're dealing with this angle, this will be our adjacent, this will be our opposite, hypotenuse. So it will be adjacent again over hypotenuse, which will be root 3 tangent. The tan of 60 degrees is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. It should be equals to what? What is our opposite? Opposite is root 3 over 1, which is equals to root 3. Then tan 30 degrees will be equals to, this will be our opposite now. So it will be again opposite over hypotenuse. This will be our opposite. This will be our adjacent. This will be our opposite. So it will be 1 over not hypotenuse, but opposite of adjacent. Sorry, this is adjacent, and this is also adjacent. So it will be 1 over root 3. So whenever you have been given any angle like now, we have been told to simplify it. Simplify root 3. You first separate it inside from root 3 over 1 minus cos 30. It is the same as root 3 over 1 minus. Instead of writing cos 30, what is the trigonometric ratio of cos 30? Come here and see. Cos 30 is the same as root 3 over 2. So it is minus root 3 over 2. That is such. So this is root 3 over 2. So this is now what you are dealing with. We should now rationalize the denominator here, and then we are able to solve it out. So let's now, because we have known how to simplify them, let's simplify them out, and we shall be able to do more examples. So what do you do here now? Since now we have written cos 30 in standard form, and then we should simplify this. Let's simplify. Let's simplify this out and see. So we shall have, allow me to have this, but rather I do it here. I do it here. So you have, I rationalize the denominator. This one I multiply by its conjugate. 1 plus root 3 over 2. What I have done, the bottom I do it, the denominator I do it in the numerator. 1 plus root 3 over 2. So that is it. Now let's start with numerator. Let's start with this numerator here. So we shall have root 3. This numerator shall have root 3 multiplied by 1 plus root 3 over 2. Let's multiply them out. So it is root 3 times 1, root 3, then plus root 3 times root 3, it is 3 over 2. So it will be 3 over 2. That is the answer for the numerator. Let's go to the denominator. For the denominator, we shall have 1 minus root 3 over 2. We multiply by 1 plus root 3 over 2. Okay. This is a difference of 2 squared. So, should not go using that long way. So, the answer should be, the answer for this should be equal to, of course we said, a minus b, a plus b should be equal to a squared minus b squared. That is it. Simple way. So, we shall have this. So, this we should have what? For this denominator, should have 1 squared minus root 3 over 2, then you square this. So that is the solution for that. So the denominator, our denominator will be equal to, what is 1 squared? 1 minus, what is root 3 squared? Root 3 squared will be 3 over, then you square 4, because this square includes both for numerator and the denominator. So what is 2 squared? It will be 4. So it is 1 minus 3 over 4, and 1 minus 3 over 4, it is 1 over 4. That is for the denominator. So you have got a solution for the numerator, and you have got a solution for the denominator. So let's simplify it out, and we see how we should get it. I hope we do it from this point now. You can see here. Let's simplify it. Then our numerator was what? Our numerator, the solution for our numerator was root 3 plus 3 over 2 divided by 1 over 4, of course. To do this, it is root 3 plus 3 over 2, then you multiply by 4 over 1. Because now, if you have to multiply, then you have to multiply it by the reciprocal. So this is it. This time this 4 times root 3. It will be 4 root 3 plus 3 over 2 times 4. By 2, 1, by 2, 2. Then 3 times 2 will be 6. And that should be the answer. 6 plus 4 root 3. So you can see it's a simple way. As far as you are able to express this course in some form, and then you have got, and then you have got these ratios which you have come up with using this right angle triangle, which is 2 sides are equal, 1 unit each. Then you look for the hypotenuse. Now they use this isosceles equatorial triangle, which is, we have got, it is a right angle triangle, but this side is 2 units, this side is 1 unit. Then you can get the height, which is root 3. Then you can be able to come up with the ratio. So with that, I want to leave you with one equation, not equation really, but one sum. We try to do it. One expression, we try to simplify it. I will leave it from that. So try this out. Just try this out. When you're free, and see whether you'll be able to get the answer. It's the same way, but try it. So it is root 8, square root of 8, you divide by 1 plus sin 45. Of course, you know what is sin 45. We say sin 45 is 1 over 52. So you write it in sand form, and this 8 here, this 8 you can see here, you know, root 8, you can simplify this, it is root 4 times root 2. So this is 2 root 2. So you can see that this is the same as 2 root 2 once you simplify. So thank you for watching. Ensure that you subscribe and you like our videos. More videos, we shall upload more videos on different topics. May God bless you. Thank you.